Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Virgo March 13, 2022. Today's transits can serve as a power boost. It can be a time to discover or develop a personal interest or course of study, promote yourself, or learn and advance in your trade. A compelling experience occurring now may change your perspective. The goal should be to purge and let go, responsibly, if you're seeking or defending a truth today. You might get an answer, but things can get heated and intense pretty quickly, so it's best to be mindful of where you put your energy. Similarly, stubbornness can be positive and working towards an important objective but counterproductive when you shut yourself down to possible alternatives. Newly discovered passions can lead to a change of plans. Your magnetic powers of attraction are strong, and you might gain the courage to make a move you've wanted to make for some time. Connecting with a partner can be intense and exciting today. It can be a time to reinvent yourself through new ideas, knowledge, and life experience. Never say never. The moon is glimmering through your socially conscious 11th house of community affairs and individual freedom, encouraging you to explore your options. Additionally, your luscious planetary ruler, Venus, will be joining forces with powerhouse Pluto, the celestial ruler of your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others via your expansive 9th house of experience. Whether it be a traditional belief system or a specific culture with which you associate, your romantic feelings for someone could be brought to the forefront at this time, specifically those of you dabbling in a taboo-like connection. The stress of focusing heavily on your career and how you want to be viewed professionally is alleviated as the moon leaves Aquarius for watery Pisces today. Your attention is turned towards your professional community and dreams. Mystical Luna is dreaming of all the ways you could come up in your career path, from connecting with the top dogs in your industry to turning your dreams into reality. While it is nice to daydream of such endeavors, make sure you use Mars in Capricorn energy to work towards them as well. It has been nearly a month since the dwarf planet Ceres retrograded back into your income sector, but she is in position and ready for Venus and Mars' return to your career sector over the weekend. Ceres' job is to help you better understand your income needs and priorities, and it comes just as your professional year is about to catch its second wind. You're quite the genius, no? Try to be kind to others, though, and don't show off too much. Balance your intellect with humor and others won't be able to resist your smart charms. Your concern for others brings you closer and closer to the feeling that you need the same kind of concern for yourself. Maybe it will mean getting hurt a few times before you learn that setting boundaries is useful for you. Start paying attention to your boundaries through following a more organized health regimen. Taking care of yourself sends out messages to others that they must take care with you. Also, remember that drinking enough water and other fluids is critical to maintaining healthy blood circulation. Don't be surprised if you discover a need for some creative release today. Expression in this way is a huge part of this day, and why not go with it? Chances are you have many hidden talents just waiting for the opportunity to come out and be realized. While drawing and painting may not be your thing, floral arranging or soapstone carving might be. You'll never know unless you give it a whirl. Let your natural abilities come out. While Venus and Mars only returned to your career sector 6 days ago, they have been aligned for nearly 4 weeks by the time they finally start to separate today. They have only been locked together for so long because having come to a standstill in order to turn direct, Venus was not at her usual speed. This allowed the much slower Mars to catch up, but with Venus now gaining speed, she starts to inch ahead today, but not before establishing a strong bond between the planets with the will and the means to make things happen. Since the South Nodes returned to your relationship sector in January, it has returned to your communication sector every 4 weeks and into a friendly aspect. This will always happen just a few days after first moving through Taurus. They have clashed, giving you a chance to give anything triggered earlier in the week a voice. Your tarot reading for today. Justice, Death, and the Fool. The cards you selected invite you to make an effort to unblock a situation that you have been stuck in for quite some time. For this you need to overcome an obstacle that is a real challenge for you. If you adopt the correct behavior, you should end up in a more satisfactory situation where the challenges you are facing today could dissipate. In the coming days, you will have the possibility of taking things in hand due to this unexpected event, which should allow you to prove yourself to the people who really matter to you. You'll understand, you need to take control your own life to take advantage of all the promises in your draw. In the past, you have experienced equivalent situations when everything just seemed to be getting on top of you. At that time, you knew how to count on the support of your loved ones by giving them your trust. Today, the cards evoke the influence of an older man. He seems to monopolize your thoughts and should help you to take things in hand. It is not always easy to get your bearings and you encounter an unexpected situation, but this man will be there for you, to help you find the right path and make the right decisions during this crucial period. You should keep your goals in mind and take the advice of this draw so that all the odds are in your favor in March 2022. You need to be aware of the issues raised in this draw to advance to a happier situation in love and in your personal life. Our eyes in the sky. They'll only snap if they feel like they're being controlled. So, don't try to control other people's actions. Give them a chance to make their own decisions in your discussions. They will make the right choices on their own terms. And please just ignore anyone's snide or hurtful words. To this point, we've been hands-on and trying to make relationships work at all costs. Now we're taking a step back and allowing matters to unfold naturally. When it comes to how we express our affection, it won't be with a declaration of love that we yell from the rooftop. We'll choose to express ourselves with acts of kindness and service to those we care about, who will then see our truest heart. Asking for advice from a trusted source regarding our finances will prove helpful, as they will be able to give us insight and information on the best ways in which we can boost our capital and dividends. On the emotional front, this astrological energy will bring new life to our romantic situations and partnerships. That will make it hard for us to make decisions. Instead of moving forward, it's a good time to reflect on the investments before we commit fully to making them. The lesson of the day is to slow down and to contemplate as to what the best choices for us will be. Seeking advice will be beneficial, as long as it's a trusted source who we know won't lead us astray from the best opportunities and results. So, don't try to control other people's actions. Give them a chance to make their own decisions in your discussions. They will make the right choices on their own terms.